So, hold on.
Oh, we're live.
My name's Chris. This is Corey. What's your name, sir?
Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you. Shake your hand now. So, recently the county council, there's a vacancy. Our existing county councilman took another job in county government as a pay raise and a career bump, basically. So he vacated representing us, and the Republican Party, because he was a Republican candidate, is responsible for submitting 3 lists or 3 names to the county council, and then the county council, our existing county councilmen, are responsible to then pick of those 3 people who becomes our representative for the appointment term, which is about 9 months this November, until that candidate now has to run for re-election this year to get the position as an actual vote by the people.
Okay.
Yeah, you can interrupt.
Okay. So how the process worked is there was 9 people running for the appointment, and 5 of them were sitting city councilmen.
You're welcome to walk in if you'd like.
Oh, and then 3 of them were local Republicans with over 10 years of involvement in politics and local politics. And the 21-year-old got the appointment.
And how did the 21-year-old qualify for the position?
Well,
you don't necessarily need a qualification to get the vote, to get approval into the position.
So somebody just nominated him?
There was about 100 people from the Republican Party that had the option to nominate him, including the party had the ability to create a process that assists in his nomination to that position.
Was it followed?
We don't have the votes to prove it was followed one way or another.
There was votes done, but nobody was given the votes totals. That was a secret.
And
they just said secret. these people got it, these people didn't. And so
if it was a secret, then nobody knew about it, and so then I guess it came down to maybe a handful of people that knew about it, and they said, "That's it. This is the guy." Is that what happened?
Similar.
Are we saying that's?
We'll never be able to verify it. We'll never be able to verify it. They did not want to verify it. They had no interest in verifying it.
In fact, they told him personally when he tried to verify it, they told him personally, we don't want to give the public anything that we don't have to.
But what if we ask for it? What if we...
It's the Republican Party. It's a party thing. They don't have to do it, as far as I know.
Have a right to know.
That's how I feel. Thank you. High fives.
And I literally asked for that.
I think people should have known right at the moment.
I think the candidates that were running for the position should have known instantly the vote was tallied, and the people making the vote should have known for the legitimacy of the vote.
The Republicans... They said the reason they weren't going to let people know the vote totals is they didn't want anybody to know who their top candidate was, because the Democrats who are at the county council might not vote for that guy because they knew that's what the Republicans really wanted, and it didn't work out that way. It seems to me that they really were trying to hide from the public their true intentions, which is they all backed the 21-year-old over the...
What's the benefit of having the 21-year-old in it? I mean,
well, I've worked for these people off and on for 10 years, and helping them, and volunteering, and doing all kinds of voter outreach. I've dealt with voters for 10 years. And their perspective is because he's young...
And smart.
And unicorns and rainbows, and he'll bring youth into the Republican Party. Right. I've had lots of discussions.
Thank you.
I mean, how much you got to have some qualifications to have the job.
That's what I would think.
I think he sat on a county board for a little while. He helped get into that county board position.
People
helped decide park stuff.
People like us, me and him, and other city councilmen, and people I've had discussions with, on the inside, we all know that's nothing more than just putting a label on a resume without anything, no depth behind it. What's sitting on a budget meeting for 3 days help when you've never actually dealt with a budget in your life? So
that's pretty scary.
I will tell you, the 21-year-old was fresh off his first internship as a teacher here in Marysville. And he also did Running Start. So if that helps you feel confident about his merits.
means he's smart.
But that doesn't mean
is
he's
he qualified?
Yeah, I feel a little more confident that it was running in somebody with a lot, and a more mature.
Yeah.
I mean,
Experience.
Life
experience.
Yeah, I mean
professional experience.
that's a lot to take in
Well,
at that age.
Here at the county, some of our big issues are transportation. A lot of us have to commute and away from our families from 2 to 3 hours. Now he maybe has never commuted outside of the county for work.
Well, someone who hasn't had a license very long doesn't know much about transportation. I'll tell you that.
And
It's true.
And on that point, another big problem is we're facing a huge heroin epidemic in this county,
Right.
especially in Arlington.
Where we grew up.
So, do you think a 21-year-old would have a lot of wherewithal as to how to improve that situation?
No.
No.
I think he was probably more in academics in college and being in Running Start and getting that all his education behind him. I think he that was probably the priority back then. He wasn't involved in the communities with that kind of stuff. I mean, that wouldn't help him get his education. I mean, so I don't think he has the experience in that kind of stuff.
And we have a daughter who's turning 21 in a month, and I couldn't imagine having her in a position like this.
Yeah,
And
no.
she's smart as a whip.
Not our daughter.
Wow.
I don't think that she could handle it mentally or maturity wise.
So the other third thing, one of the major priorities, and would be the same regardless who was in the office, is economic growth and development here at Snohomish County. We're looking to be the second largest county here soon. We're on track to get that merit. How do you feel a 21-year-old would be able to deal with providing for that economic growth?
I don't know what he can contribute. I don't think there's any skills at a school they can get for that. I mean, you got to have some life skills for that. You got to be a people person. You got to be out in the community more involved. And I mean, it's just not education on paper that's going to get you that.
Well, it sounds like you guys feel like maybe a 21-year-old doesn't have the kind of critical life experience needed for the role. But I wanted to let you know, just in case, on the light side of things, he is the Marysville Mayor's son.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
I guess there must have been
No wonder it was a
some
secret.
sort of pull in there.
Favoritism there much?
Well, okay, my last question is, if you could do something about this, would you? Would you stop it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you think this is a public issue everybody needs to know about?
Yes.
Absolutely needs to be put out in the public.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.